Hello, back again at Al's Hobbies. In this video I'm going to talk about my specific build, the parts, pieces I used on my build, how I did it, and cover some more stuff about some tires. So starting off right here at the front, these are Lunsford turnbuckles. When you're building your kit, you want to check. There's actually two different part numbers for the turnbuckle lengths. So from the kit, these should be 44 millimeters, and then the steering and rears should be 50 millimeters. Well, when I took all mine off, looked at them, they were actually all the same length. They're all 50 millimeter turnbuckles. So I just went on to Lunsford and actually just ordered 3 different pairs and used them on here. So these are the Lunsford 44 mil. Lunsford 50 mil on the steering and the rears. They're 3 millimeter, fit perfect, nothing fancy. Those are parts that I put. I really like the titanium. The spring steel, there's nothing wrong with them. I just like the little flash of having the stainless on here. Really contrasts with the rest of the buggy. I covered the Rude Bits shock tower protectors or shock protectors. They make a shock tower protector for the going shock tower as well as the straight arm shock tower. For carpet, running the vertical or the going arm and going tower with the Rude Bits on there. Really like it. Definitely would buy their products again. I bought 2 when I ordered it because I'm here in the United States and it took a while and I didn't want to have to wait. So I am actually waiting for another shock tower from them because they did not have it at Serpent America. So waiting on a shock tower, but no biggie. Receiver, still running an M12. I haven't upgraded the M17. I'm running an M12 with a 41 receiver. The Servo, it's the Sanwa Airtronics PGS LH2, so they're more later version. Latest one fits in there pretty good. I had to use a 1 mil spacer on it in order to properly align the servo. Nothing crazy. Mylaps, the really small, lightweight with more flexible wire. So that's what I'm running for my transponder. The speed control is a McLaren 100 amp Pico. Nothing special, but I really like them. I had like 129. I think it's probably one of the best speed controls you can get. Full aluminum case. Only issues is I hate having to figure out where to put my capacitors. But this is my setup. I've got the short arms. I got them ran through the heatsink. Doesn't really get more than 120, so I'm not too worried about that. Again, Mylaps, the smaller transponder. In the rear, it's a 13.5. Let's see if I can get that 13.5 MRR. Not the latest. I do want to try the V2M, but in a 10.5 turn. So this is with the high torque rotor, straight out of the box. I did have someone tune it up to the 6 amp. Don't know how much it helped because I went from 17.5 to 13.5 just to try it out. I like it. The 6 amp, I'm not sure if I'm at the driver level to take advantage of that. A lightweight, I think it's a Robinson 28 tooth pinion, 70 tooth. Kind of odd for a 13.5. Usually you'd run a 72 or 76 and then a different size spur, but for our track, you can really take advantage of the increased top speed of a smaller spur gear, as well as the traction of a higher pinion gear. So I've chosen to do that. Some vented slippers, nothing special. I'm also running the carbon fiber side rails. I never even ran it without them. I think if I go to a dirt track, I'll take them off, but I really like them. I can't do a side-by-side or talk about the difference, but I bought them. Looks a little flashy, kind of looks like the X-Rays, but it's another good thing. Fit, finish, perfect. You do have to run your own screws. I think these are just M8 button screws on them, nothing crazy. Shock caps, stock shocks, stock pistons, everything, stock shock shafts. Only thing is the caps, the lower caps. I like these a lot better than the plastic ones. Also built mine with the carbon fiber battery holder. These are 2 spacers, just foam spacers. I think you can cut the stock one in half and get the same spacing, but I liked this arrangement better than all the way forward or all the way back. These are Exotech wing buttons. They're orange. I like them because they're aluminum and they kind of go with the rest of the orange on the buggy, just strictly for appearance. Normally I run a McLaren V2 or V3 battery. They're 61 or 6,000 milliamp hour battery. Really good batteries, 5mm bullet connectors, nothing crazy. That's almost standard now. 4mm was the latest and greatest. Now it's something different. I cover my wires with this. It's a expandable sleeving. So I use my soldering iron. I turn it all the way to the max, get it as hot as I can, and then I cut it, and then it actually melts the plastic and melts the end so it doesn't fray. You can see that here. They're not fraying. They're stay tight. I was using heat shrink, but I found that the heat shrink still didn't give me enough flex. And this is a little bit equally clean, but I like it. You can also just wrap some heat shrink around the ends to tie it up even more. I've seen that. It looks pretty good. So moving on to the next thing, it's gonna be tires. These are the tires I normally run. So when you're talking about ride heights again, you gain free ride height on your tire selection. So if you're running on high traction, high speed carpet, you're gonna either be running Proline Prisms, Schumacher's got tires, Raw Speed has tires, J Concept has tires. At our track, the taper pins for almost all the big races, they're like a spec tire, really good. They kind of fall off as soon as these things get rounded off. The double pins, they last a lot longer, more consistent. I don't think the ultimate grip is there, but they have less of a drop off. And again, talking about tire heights and giving you free ride height, on our carpet we run really low ride heights. The four wheels are usually running 12mm ride heights, but two wheel buggies 12.5, 13, 14 mil. And to get those low ride heights, you're gonna have to take advantage of the tire size. So you still get really good suspension travel, but you can utilize these lower tires. So this is a double pin in the pink compound. This is an X2 compound for Proline, and these are the positrons. And you can see the difference in tire height right there. So if I was to put this tire on with my stock setup, you know, I would gain 2 or 3 millimeter just in ride height off the tire selection. So that will take my 13.5 to a 16. Coming over here, it's even tougher to get a lower ride height because this tire is even taller. Now on the front end, which I guess the reason why you can keep your front end closer to dirt or other specs is because this difference in ride height. So you're gaining 4 mil at least right there just in tire diameter. So you can take that into account when you're building. So you don't need to drop the front geometry wise, camber link wise in order to get the same ride height. So just think about that when you're building them. This is a X2 compound, J Concepts carpet, and carpet. And as you can see, there are different ride heights. Another thing is with the smaller diameter tire, your rollout, if you're on road, would be smaller. So you can gear for a higher top speed, which is another reason why the 70/28 works out with 13.5 is because you're running such a small tire diameter. So this is my build that I'm actually running. If you have any questions, let me know. It's pretty consistent on carpet. I'm not the fastest, I'm not the quickest, but it is very, very easy to drive and very consistent. So thank you for watching.